Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mick and I am making a bad decision today. I'm spending money when I should not be. I just have something exciting happening this week. Like, it's probably only exciting to me and you guys. Like, everyone in my normal life is probably like, okay, cool. I'm getting new bookshelves. Okay, I'm getting new bookshelves delivered. I think they're coming between Monday, which is tomorrow, and Wednesday. And I want to get more books. So, given that I shouldn't be spending money, I figured the best way to go about that would be to go book thrifting, which I haven't done like a full-fledged book thrifting trip, I think, in almost a year. And funnily enough, I'm actually reading right now one of the books that I got when I went and did this the last time. So I've had it for a year almost, but at least she's getting read. So I just got a strawberry matcha for fuel and I'm planning on going to every Goodwill and Council thrift in my vicinity to see what kind of books I can find. I'm specifically looking for books that have pretty spines. Obviously books that I want to read because I've fallen into the trap. I've fallen into the trap way too often in my lifetime, specifically my booktube lifetime, of just buying books that are pretty for the purpose of shelves and then I don't read them and then they end up going to little free libraries. So books with pretty spines that I want to read. Not books that I'm deluding myself into saying that I want to read, but books I actually want to read. I have some cash, so hopefully for a good chunk of these books it'll feel like I'm not spending my actual money. And yeah, since I have my beverage, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I think I'm going to go to a Goodwill first because that's the closest one. So okay, see you in just a second. Hello, I am home and I have some books to show you. I'm so excited. I wasn't as successful as I'd hoped to be in terms of finding popular books, but I have one literal, like, I actually can't believe that this has happened to me. So one very exciting thing that I think I'm going to show you last, may or may not have already shown you in the montage, but I need to explain why this is so crazy. I'm being so dramatic. It's not that crazy, but it's crazy to me. Okay, it's crazy to me. So I'm going to work my way from the end to the beginning. So I'm going to start with the books that I just picked up at the last Goodwill I went to, which I wasn't even going to go to because I never have luck there, but I did. So first up, I have Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, which is a young adult mystery thriller that has been on my radar honestly since I joined BOOKTube. My friend Maddie actually read this recently and she didn't love it. I'm pretty sure she only gave it 3 stars, and I might be wrong, but I think she said she wasn't even interested really in continuing the series. But something about this has always spoken to me and I really feel like there's a chance I'll enjoy it. Honestly, potentially even more than the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, because I like that, but it's nothing crazy. Based on the synopsis and then also the fact that, like, I'm pretty sure Haley Pham has it rated pretty highly, and someone else I really like, I think maybe Lexi, somebody else really enjoyed the series. series, so I think there's a chance that I will as well. Also, reading is so subjective. I have a tendency to take like one person's opinion and run with it. I'm trying to work on that and form my own opinion, so I went ahead and got it. I'm really excited. Obviously, I'm not gonna get the rest of the series until I read this and decide if I like it or not, because I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not buying whole series before I know, okay? I'm not doing that. Anyways, number 1, Truly Devious. Book number 2 is another one I'm very excited about, and it is My Grandmother Asked You, what is it? My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Bachman. As you may or may not know, I'm a Frederick Bachman fan. I've only read Bear Town, but I have a feeling I'm really gonna like his other stuff as well. Anxious People is actually on my TBR for the month. I just haven't gotten to it quite yet, but this is also highly rated. Also, the synopsis, I read it, and I was really close with my grandma before she passed away, and so I have a feeling that this might do a number on me. It's basically about a little girl named Elsa whose grandmother dies and leaves behind a series of letters apologizing to people she has wronged. So Elsa goes on this great adventure to deliver those letters, and it says, Elsa's grandmother's instructions lead her to an apartment building full of misfits, monsters, attack dogs, and old crones, but also to the truth about fairy tales and kingdoms in a grandmother like no other. It's supposed to be written in the same style and like impactful way as A Man Called Ove, which I know a lot of people love, so I'm very excited about this. I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I know that I want to get to it soon. Shortly, probably after Anxious People, but we'll see. So, book number 2. I'm like stacking them behind me back there as if there's even a slight possibility that you can read them. Next, I kind of maybe messed up a little bit, just a little. I got The Secret Book of Flora Leah by Patty Callahan Henry. First of all, gorgeous. I said that I wanted gorgeous covers. I said I wanted gorgeous spines. Also, the inside, the in pages, yeah, this is a very pretty book. It was not on my TBR, which is like my cardinal rule of book thrifting. The book has to be on your TBR or on your radar in like a meaningful way. Otherwise, and so I knew that my friend Kat had read this, and for some reason I remembered her giving it 5 stars, but I didn't check Goodreads before I got it. I just texted her and was like, did you like The Secret Book of Flora Leah? And she didn't answer until I'd already bought it, and she said, yeah, I think so. I think I remember it being a little bit boring, but I enjoyed. Here's the thing, Kat reads more historical fiction than I do. This is historical fiction, by the way, and she usually loves it. So for her to say it was a little bit boring, I'm scared now. And unfortunately, there's a good chance that I bought this just to introduce it to the little free library ecosystem. So that's on me, that's my bad. But this is basically, it takes place during World War II because of course it does. It says, when a woman stumbles across a mysterious children's book, long-held secrets about her missing sister and their childhood spent in the English countryside during World War II are revealed. Basically, it's about Flora and Hazel, who are sisters during World War II. Flora vanishes one day, and then 20 years later, when Hazel's in London, she finds a book that indicates the truth of what happened to Flora, so she goes back home to kind of piece it together, I think. It says, as Hazel embarks on a feverish quest, revisiting long-dormant relationships and bravely opening wounds from the past, her career and future hang in the balance. This is so pretty. Anyways, so we'll see. My bad, y'all. But you know what? $3. $3, so it's fine. Okay, book number 4. Somebody that I follow on Goodreads actually recently read this, and she gave it 5 stars. In her review, she did say that it was a bit slow. She did say that it was a bit slow and meandering, but the very end saved it for her and made it 5 stars. It's The Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell, which Hamnet by her has also been on my radar because I'm pretty sure Hamnet is getting adapted into a film with Paul Mescal starring. So I'll be watching that and hopefully reading it before, maybe, depending on if I like her writing style in this, because I'm assuming I will get to this before buying another book by the same author without knowing if I like it or not. I think this book is like at the intersection of historical fiction and literary fiction, my 2 most questionable genres, but I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone, and I think I actually might even do a video like that, like pushing myself out of my comfort zone for a week and reading like literary fiction and historical fiction. So this is an electrifying novel set in Renaissance Italy and centering on the captivating young Duchess Lucrezia de Medici. It says, Florence, 1550s. Lucrezia, I don't know how you say that, Lucrezia? Her daughter of the Grand Duke is comfortable with her obscure place in the palazzo, to wonder at its treasures, observe its clandestine workings, and devote herself to her own artistic pursuit. When her older sister dies on the eve of her wedding to the ruler, the Duke is quick to request her hand in marriage, and her father just as quick to accept on her behalf, etc., etc. Basically, it's about this whole thing unfolding and how she adapts to life. Full of the drama and verve with which she illuminated the Shakespearean canvas of Hamnet, Maggie O'Farrell brings the world of Renaissance Italy to jewel-bright life and offers an unforgettable portrait of a resilient young woman's battle for her very survival. So intriguing. I love that there's an exciting ending. Yeah, also it's gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. Something about the cover is just really striking to me. Book number 4. So I'm pretty sure that this happened in my ultimate book video when I was book shopping for my friends Kat and Maddie to send them some books from my thrift store. I happened across book number 2 in a series that I've been wanting to read that was on my like priority TBR that had sprayed edges. Today at that same thrift store, like I think probably at this point, what, 8 months later? Something like that. Like that was a long time ago. I came across the first book in the series with sprayed edges. So I thrifted a duology set, both with sprayed edges, for a total of $6, like 8 months apart. So I got Six of Crows today to complete the Six of Crows duology that I've owned for a thick minute. Like what? How? So feeling really, really good about that because there were so many times that I almost ordered Six of Crows in hardback to complete the fact that I had this in hardback. So this is crazy. I can't wait to read it and see if I like it considering I have a completed duology. I think I will. I have very high hopes for the duology. But yeah, anyways, just had to share the fact that I thrifted both of these. Like the thrift gods were with me today. The thrift gods were with me today. And that's all I have to say about that. So yeah. If you're unfamiliar, Six of Crows is a duology that is about 6 dangerous outcasts and 1 impossible heist. And I know it's by Leigh Bardugo, who wrote, there's a really, Shadow and Bone. The Shadow and Bone trilogy is really popular, which is in the Grishaverse. I think it's the first thing. And it's really popular. There's a TV show made out of it. And I don't own it, but honestly, I've always been more intrigued by this one. So I think it's okay that I'm starting without reading it. And that's just something I tell myself because I don't want to have to go buy and read an entire trilogy before I can get to this because this is on my 24 and 2024 list. Yeah. So this is today's haul. Very, very excited about her. Obviously, maybe a questionable purchase. They're in the middle, but 2 things that I've been looking for such a long time. A book by one of my new favorite authors, and then something that's gonna push me out of my comfort zone, potentially 2 somethings if I do decide to keep this. But yeah, so 5 books, very excited. Can't wait to put them on my new bookshelves and take you guys along with me as I attempt to organize and decorate and all that fun stuff sometime in the next week. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this inspires you to go browse your thrift store's book sections, even though I know I'm very lucky and it's really weird that my thrift stores have such good book sections. But still, I would encourage you to do so. You never know if you can find a hidden gem. So anyways, okay, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye.